Seahawks get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. On first down, Stafford here. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. But it'll be second down. Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
But he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Stafford. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
It's a gain of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long.
So defensively here, you've got Matt Stafford at quarterback. Now, we know he's been in the league a long time, but still getting accustomed to playing in a Rams uniform. So what's your biggest key to stopping it?
Well, normally you would say with any quarterback, it's pressure. Number of hits on him in the pocket, keep knocking him to the ground. But Matthew Stafford is one of the toughest quarterbacks in the league. He just keeps picking himself up and firing downfield. To me, it's that coverage of receivers, and when they go to make a catch, make sure you have someone there trying to make a play on the football.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. This is Carson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A 3rd down gain of 19. On 1st down, Carson. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense.
Alert, alert, alert.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They've got a chance of coming out with a W.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A give. This is Michel. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Now, partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. He can't get him down, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, Carson trucks over him. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 41 yards on the ground for him so far.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On second down, it's Carson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And now it's second down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Steps away to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. From the 50, Stafford. And Woods has it complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Wilson. Dancing to his left. He finds it up. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
It's now 2nd and 6 on the Seahawks 38-yard line.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. Touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. After the interception, here's Stafford. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're down on the scoreboard, sort of a sloppy first half. Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a little fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 44. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 66 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. He'll dump this off to Akers. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, his third touchdown now on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. This is DJ Reed returning. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory.
And the Seahawks first down. First and 10.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down now, it's Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. Now that'll be caught by Kupp. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Stafford to Kupp there for a Rams first down.
And a good grab there by Cooper Kupp. Picks up a first down for the Rams. And Kupp's gone over the 90 reception mark each of the last 2 years. One of the best route runners, one of the most precise route runners in the NFL. He's really going to help his new quarterback, Matthew Stafford.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4. Back to throw, Stafford. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Play action, Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. He's got the first down inside the 10 and down to the 7-yard line.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
And as the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd and goal, Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. Gostkowski the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Rams kickoff team on the field. And here we go with the ball in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing is Wilson.
And this will go to Carson out wide.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Now it's Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now Wilson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Trent Murphy able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. To throw is Wilson. Being chased out left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They'll run the screen with Carson. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he's got it. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the questions are going to continue to mount for this club, no doubt. This will almost certainly be another losing effort. And the questions will become, where do they go from here? No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gap.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it.
And it won't be a pick 6, but he will have his guys set up at the 2-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
Carson.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game, the interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. That type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that.
Akers hit. He coughs it up.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Here's Stafford. Right side caught by Jackson. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a 1st down on that last catch as well. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Stafford now to throw. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, a 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Escaping the pressure right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Stafford. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock, look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
And he shows off some of that elusiveness there as he's able to dance his way to a gain of about 4. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. So the L.A. Rams were the victory here. And we talk so much about the turnover battle,